A couple months ago, I turned 27, and I truly felt like it was going to be my year. I was in a year-long serious relationship. I was excited about new career pivots and trajectories, had amazing friends, supportive family. A couple of weeks later, the relationship ended, and it felt like life had fallen apart. Now, I've dealt with heartbreak before, so it was hard for me to examine why this felt so particularly shattering. And I realized it was because for the first time, I felt fear of the unknown. Even all of the work stuff I was excited about just 2 weeks prior suddenly just became nerve-wracking. Because honestly, your 20s are a very weird time of life. Within your friend group, someone is getting married, someone's having a kid, some are going to grad school, some are completely changing their careers. Definitely a strange time. You're all likely going to school, many going to college, and for a lot of folks, they feel like college is the preparation for their adult life that's about to come. But honestly, we all enter the rat race of adult life. And it's a world in which we always feel that if we stop, we'll be left behind. And so I had to sit back and examine for myself. I'm someone who's always had a strong appetite for risk. So truly, where was this coming from? I took a gap year when gap years were not the in thing to do. I was the first to do a dual degree at 2 colleges, that amazing in their own right. But since it was the first time, I was the guinea pig. I've pursued a non-traditional career. I talk about a lot of taboo topics and had my fair share of pushback. I've grown up with a lot of physical health difficulties, some near-death experiences, had a 6-year-long relationship, and when you pursue a career in the creative world, you are rejected more than you are accepted. So, you know, I've been pretty resilient through everything. But what was it that was shaking me up about the age and stage at which I was feeling? And it wasn't just me, it was so many people around me, I feel, were in this weird turbulent zone. The second they cross 25, and everything feels life-altering in a way that we didn't feel earlier. So truly, what is going on? Because we may have self-belief, confidence, grit, but this was different. And I realized that it wasn't FOMO or the fear of missing out, but it was the fear of being left behind. But the question you have to ask yourself is, who were you before the world told you who to be? Because it seems like our 20s define our life timeline, and we're thrown all these milestones we have to achieve. Graduating, getting a job, finding purpose, getting married, having kids. And when you see other people achieve these milestones, it feels really hard to go against the grain, even if you're someone who naturally does. You'll say, 25% of my high school class is engaged, this one's buying a house, that one's doing this. And even if you know you're moving forward in the journey that is right for you, your brain will naturally pick up as if you are failing in areas that you feel like you haven't achieved that life stage yet. But that mindset comes from what I think is the biggest mistake you could make, and one that I have definitely made throughout my life and throughout my 20s especially, which is focusing on the outcome instead of the process. Because I want to ask you this, are you a human doing or a human being? And the issue is social media only exacerbates this. You open your phone, you see somebody getting whatever milestone you think that they're getting, and you think that your outcome potential is reducing by the minute. But remember that what people show you is simply their highlights. You don't see their lowlights, you don't see their bad days, and you don't see the journey it's taken them to get there, if at all. Are they truly fulfilled in their job and purpose, or are they doing it just because? Are they truly putting in the work to build a relationship, or are they doing it just because? And you may never know, but you have to remember that it's not about them and it's about you. Invest in friends, invest in skills, invest in passions, and don't live a life that others tell you to. Life is not a race, nor is it a marathon versus a sprint. It's truly about the journey. And everybody's journey is going to be vastly different. And you can call it whatever you want. Karma, circumstances, luck, destiny, whatever. Whatever that is, whatever that explanation it is that you need to tell yourself, none of those things are in your control. And the more you try and control these things, the more life will keep throwing you curveballs. Suppressing your emotions, being numb and moving through the world is you simply seeking out those outcomes and not cherishing the journey. And trust me, easier said than done. But I think some of the most well-adjusted people I know, some of the people I respect the most, are the ones who've honored their individual journeys and their timelines, knowing that the only people that they keep accountable to and compare themselves to is themselves, and not the external world. And it's truly about how do we react to both the high highs and the low lows, and not let either get us down. And in what I've learned, the best way to counteract this is by building true, deep habits. Habits are what set us up for success. You can be living the exact same perceived life as someone, where you might have the same job, live in the same neighborhood, have gone to the same school. But what differentiates you from anybody else is your habits, your mindset, and your support systems, which are so important to invest in. It's the infrastructure that we build around us. And when it comes to support systems, again, a big mistake that I see a lot of people making is not investing in true deep relationships in their 20s because of that self-focus. There's one thing to be self-aware of your own journey, but there's another thing to be so self-focused that you're not showing up for people or creating space for them to show up for you. And that is truly what's going to give you the resilience to tackle anything and everything. I know that that's helped me through all kinds of loss. I think of it as building your life infrastructure. Think about it like an apartment. We mistakenly got our neighbor's mail, so I went and knocked on their door and gave them the mail, and their layout is the exact same as ours. But the inside of their house, incredibly different, because that's what differentiates a house and a home. The inside of our minds and the things we build around it as our infrastructure that will hold us in good stead. Please don't conform just for the sake of it. There's nothing wrong in wanting traditional things, so long as they are your choice and your agency, and you're not simply doing them to tick a box or to fit into whatever these preconceived milestones and notions are. Because it's your life. It's your journey. And you'll never be truly satisfied unless it comes from within. It shouldn't be for the milestones. Like, even if you choose to get married, it shouldn't be because you want to get married. It should be because you are in companionship with the person who you truly want to journey with. It's not about the outcomes, it's about the journeys. With your job, yes, of course, making money is incredibly important, but that journey to find what is it that's your purpose and what is it that makes you tick, or hey, this is what I require to sustain all of these other journeys in my life. It's that clarity, it's that knowledge, and it's knowing that you are doing it to live the journey for yourself and for the incredible infrastructure and people around you. And that's what matters most. I'm trying to learn from my mistake of having lived very outcome-oriented pretty much my entire life, and trying to lean into the learnings and the curveballs and the journey and the process, no matter how difficult, and all the emotions that come with it. And just recognizing that it's the journey, man, and it's your life. You gotta live it. So yeah, if you have any thoughts on the messiness of your 20s, adult life, or what you think your biggest mistake has been, please share them in the comments below. I think it'll help all of us, and it'll help people who are yet to be in that stage of life understand and have that knowledge. Sending you lots of love, and I hope you're doing okay, and have a great day and week and everything ahead.
The tension is so strong.